In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Crypto.com Earn program. I'm going to be answering a few of the questions that you guys have asked from my previous videos. I do have a Crypto.com playlist down below in case you guys wanted to check those out. Most of my videos talk about the Earn program, the Crypto.com Visa card, the passive income side of everything. And if you guys are interested in signing up, I do have a referral link down below. If you guys have used my code in the past, thank you guys so much. It would support me and this channel. I'm going to show you guys everything on my phone first, and then I'm going to go ahead and explain and answer some of the questions that you guys have. So within the Crypto.com app, if I go to the bottom center, you'll see the logo. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And under the finance tab, you should see the word earn. I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to be clicking on the plus sign on the top right corner. Click on Bitcoin because that's what I want to lock up to earn interest on. And then I'm going to click the highest interest rate option, which is 6.5% a year for a lockup period of 3 months. So I'm going to click on that. Click continue, click on all three. And if it's your first time doing this, I do recommend and encourage going to their website, reading the terms and conditions of being part of the Earn program. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And then here is where I have the option of how much Bitcoin I want to lock up. In this case, I'll be locking up 0.279 Bitcoin, which is valued around $9.9 thousand. I'm going to go ahead and click deposit. Click confirm. You deposited 0.279811 BTC. Crypto earn deposit complete. Now my Bitcoin is locked up for 89 days and I will be earning an annual interest rate of 6.5%. As we scroll down, I did a 3-month term on my 3 Ethereum where I earn a 5.5% interest rate. That'll be ending in 7 days. I have another 2 Ethereum that'll be ending in 14 days. And I do have 0.15 Bitcoin that'll be ending in 43 days. Now I'm going to go over the numbers so you understand what will be happening for the next 3 months. So just now, I locked up 0.279811 Bitcoin. I'm going to be earning a 6.5 annual interest rate on that much amount of Bitcoin. And so what you have to do is grab that number, multiply it by 0.065, which is approximately 0.01818 Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is valued around $36,000, that means that I will be earning around $650 per year. Divide that by 12 because there's 12 months within 1 year. I will be earning 0.0015 Bitcoin per month, which is approximately $54 if Bitcoin is still valued at $36,000, which is about $12 every single week. So just understand that you are getting paid out in the crypto that you have locked up. So if you locked up Ethereum, then you're getting paid out in Ethereum every single week. Since we locked up Bitcoin, every single week I'm getting paid out in Bitcoin. For example, my 3-month term with Ethereum, I'm going to go ahead and click on that. As you can see, I get paid out 0.0031 Ethereum every single week. Now, the dollar amount you get paid out will differ based on Ethereum's value at the time you do get paid out. So on Saturday, June 12th, if I go ahead and click on that, Ethereum was valued at $2,350. So at that time, I got paid out $7.44. Let's go back to May 10th when 1 Ethereum was actually worth $3,900. Well, during that time, I still got paid out 0.0031 Ethereum, but at that time, the dollar value was at $12.37. So that means that if Bitcoin were to go back to its previous all-time high, which is around $65,000, I will still get paid the same amount of Bitcoin every single week, month, and year, but the dollar amount will change. So instead of $650, I'm going to be multiplying 0.01818, multiply that by $65,000, which is equivalent to $1,180. Every single month, that's about $98, and every single week, that is about $22. If Bitcoin were to go to $100,000, I still get paid the same amount of Bitcoin every single week, month, and year, but the dollar amount changes because the value of Bitcoin has risen. So the most common question I get is, if I lock up my Bitcoin for 3 months, will my value, the dollar amount, stay same, or will it increase and decrease with the market? And the answer is it will increase and decrease with the market. So for example, I just locked up $10,000 worth of Bitcoin for 3 months. If the market were to go up 10%, well, that number is going to now change to $11,000 being locked up. And if the market were to go down 10%, then I would have $9,000 worth of Bitcoin locked up. So you're still making gains and losses as your crypto is locked up. Now, because your crypto is locked up for 3 months, you can't sell it, you can't use it, nor can you withdraw it. It's just there, which can be really good for some people just because there are moments when the market is dipping and fear kicks in, right? But when you understand that you can't do anything, you can't panic sell, you can't sell it, you can't do anything with it, right? So this forcefully creates a hodling mentality environment for you so that you don't sell, instead you hold and you add through the dips. Now the Crypto.com Earn program is amazing because there are 32 different cryptocurrency options that you can lock and earn interest on. If you have any of your favorite cryptocurrency that are doing nothing, doing, why not earn interest on it? On my USDC, which is my US dollars, I can actually earn up to a 12% annual interest rate, right? So if I have $10,000 sitting in my savings account and I just lock it up for a year, I have earned an extra $1,200 just for keeping it in this account. There are three options when it comes to the Earn program. There is the flexible, 1 month, and 3 month. The flexible option is where you can put your crypto in and out anytime you want, but it gives you the lowest interest rate. For the 1 month option, I get 4.5%, and for the 3 month option, I get 6.5% on my Bitcoin. So you do kind of have to strategize your timeline and understand that if I lock up my Bitcoin for 3 months, so right now it is June, that means that I won't have access to my Bitcoin around September, and you have to be okay with that. But if you're like, I want to sell it before September, then the 1 month option is probably the best way to go. Now, what's really cool is that on your Ethereum, you can actually earn up to 6.5% as well. Crypto.com used to give only 5.5%, but they recently, just today, increased it to 6.5%. And so for anyone that has their Ethereum locked up right now, you are earning 5.5%, but once it's unlocked, you can lock it up again for 3 months and earn 6.5%. Now, another question I did get pretty frequently is how to handle taxes. What about taxes? Now, first of all, understand that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is not tax advice either. I'm just going to share what I know, but please do your own research to validate the things that I say. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section. Now, the moment you get paid out, you're going to have to pay taxes on that gain. So with the lockup I just showed you guys, every single week, I'm going to be earning $12.50. Whether I decide to sell or not, I'm going to still have to pay taxes on that $12.50. Now, let's say you just decide to hold and the value of Bitcoin increases to like 100K. That means my 0.0003 Bitcoin is now worth around $35. If you sell when Bitcoin reaches at 100K, well, then now you have to pay taxes on the $23 you made. And how much taxes? That's going to depend on whether it was long-term or short-term capital gains. Now, personally for myself, I never really care too much about long-term or short-term capital gains. It really depends on my long-term portfolio versus my short-term portfolios. But at the end of the day, profit is still profit. The question that I like to ask is, would you rather sit on an extra $100 or an extra $1,000 after taxes, or none? Of course, there are ways where you can reduce the amount of taxes you pay. I can't give you those advices. I can't tell you what I do, but make sure you guys do your own research. Now, the third comment that I get the most is, this is a tax nightmare. How do I keep track of my profits every single week? How do I keep track of my unrealized, realized, short-term, long-term? And the truth is, I don't keep track of anything. Like every week I get paid out, every month I get paid out. I don't write it down or average in. I just hold. And that's because when I do my taxes, I use a software like CryptoTrader.tax. All I got to do is export the transaction history within my Crypto.com app, input that document, that Excel sheet within the CryptoTrader.tax software, and it will generate all the tax documents and forms that I need to give to my CPA for him to do all my taxes. It will pop out all the numbers that you need. It will let you know your gains and your losses, what was short term and what was long term. I did create a whole video on this and me actually doing and importing my documents within the software and having all the documents come out. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave the link down below, or you guys can click on the top right corner to check that out. So yes, it is a tax nightmare, but that is why I use a third-party software to do all the work for me. Now, Crypto.com has their own tax kind of system. I haven't really looked into yet just because tax season is over, but when that time comes around, I will look into it and I will give you guys an update. Now, the last comment I get is like, I don't want to lock up my crypto for 3 months. That is way too long. That is okay because there's a strategy for that. Say you own 3 Ethereum. What you could do is you can lock up your first Ethereum for 3 months, and then a month later, you can lock up your second Ethereum. And then a month after that, you can lock up your third Ethereum. It does require a little bit of patience, but at the end of every month, you're gonna have 1 Ethereum on lock, and you can lock it up again for 3 months. That way you can maximize your interest rate return, which is 6.5% annually on all 3 Ethereums, while they're technically locked up for only 1 month. Because every single month, you're gonna have 1 Ethereum unlock, and you can have the option to lock it up again. Now, I do earn interest within a company called BlockFi and Celsius, but I like to use Crypto.com as well. Number 1, it gives me the highest return. And number 2, every single week that I get paid out, I can top up my Crypto.com Visa card, spend my crypto, and then every time I spend it, I get 3% back, which in other words, I can buy more Bitcoin with that 3% return. And so the whole ecosystem within Crypto.com, the Earn program and the Visa card, it just works really, really well together. And I've been using it on a constant basis, especially for my business. Anytime I have like large business expenses, I'll use my Crypto.com card, get 3% back. It's like a 3% discount on my, equipments and clothes and supplies. And then I just reinvest it and earn more interest on those. Now, the last thing I want to share is the Patreon group that I started about a couple weeks ago. If you guys are interested in joining, I'll leave the link down below. We have an amazing team and I post content on there that I don't normally post on my channel. I give updates on my crypto portfolio, real-time purchases and updates, wherein I buy and sell, market updates, both from a technical and fundamental point of view, exclusive content not shared on my channel, and future updates and benefits. Right now, there is an early bird special, so if you guys want to lock in the lower rates for lifetime, definitely check that out before the price increases. Well, that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Also, make sure to check out the Crypto.com playlist. I'll leave that link down below as well. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video over. Good night, good morning, adios.